Have you gotten into any new internet beefs lately?
No. I mean,
No,
other
not
than Nico stuff, I guess that might be new to you, but that's not even really a beef. It's just we have a laugh at him every now and then.
Yeah, it's just, man, wild stuff, huh? What's the latest with Tate? I'm sure that you, as a
Was it
Tate
weird me bringing that up? I'm pretty sure you guys are friends or something, right?
No, I've met him once. That's it. Destiny's the one that's brother with him.
With who?
Because I saw a picture, and I've seen a few pictures of you at dinners with people, and normally, like, your legs are crossed, but when you were eating dinner with Sneeko, your legs were wide open. So that's why I thought. Maybe
Are you trying to pull? What's that guy's name? The fucking green and red lines. Don't be trying to pull that bullshit on me. All right, I'm not. I'm pretty sure there's no science to the
body language.
Yeah, that shit. What is that? What was that guy's name?
Like Rivolo or something weird?
Yeah, he's like, this shit's funny as... Yeah.
Well, it's only funny until you realize there are people that actually believe it as like a real 100% science thing.
Yeah, I think I think it definitely is a tool you can use. I don't think it's always right, but I think in this case it felt pretty accurate. I felt like you were close to Sneeko in that moment.
I was close. Well, I was close physically to him. We were sitting next to each other.
All right, listen. Okay, but yes, you wanted to ask me about something else since you don't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, Andrew Tate. You've been following that. Well, I assume so because you brought it up before. What do you think is going to happen there? And if you were a betting man, do you think he's just like going to go to jail for 10 plus years type of thing?
Think that they're definitely going to charge him. I would be very surprised if they just let him go because then
that would be wild.
Yeah, like I would even laugh at them if they just let this man walk after this whole detention portion. If they were not pressing charges, I would have a huge laugh.
Yeah.
So I imagine charges are going to be brought. I think it really depends. The women being released way earlier, I thought was interesting. I wonder if they flipped.
Wait. The police officer lady and the other lady have been released?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Am I not right about this? They've been released a while ago.
I just read that 4 hours ago they got extended for another 30 days. So that's
that's Andrew Tate and them. I don't think the women.
Yeah. No.
Wait, does anybody in chat know about this? Did I miss this?
I feel like now here's the problem.
They're on house arrest. Okay, sorry, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's different, right?
Deal.
They probably don't have the resources that Tate does, though. Like, if you let Tate out for 5 minutes and he goes to fucking Dubai or something, like, that's it. And also, like, you as, like, a Romanian official, it's like a major black eye on your country. Like, this dude cucked you, and you know he's going to be on the fucking internet saying how he punked Romanian authorities and no one should... Like, you can't... Basically, they can't let him go.
Yeah.
Like, and that's because Tate fucked himself so much by doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again, his whole thing is built on that type of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, they had him also on tape, I think, recently from a jail cell phone trying to get politicians to put pressure on the whole system by offering them votes in the next election. So that also didn't work in their favor. Because I'm pretty sure that was referenced in one of the more recent bail hearings when they were trying to get released. So, I don't know. I think he's done some mistakes post-arrest that have also not helped him out. If I was a betting man, I think the only way they bring this case forward is if they think they got a dub or if they think they really got something. I don't think the prosecutor, from what I've read up on him, would bring forth this case if they had absolutely nothing. And so yeah. Likely the charge is going to be brought forth, and I think it's probably likely that he's going to be charged successfully.
Huh. Yeah, I think so, too. I wonder if there'll be a trial or if he'll plead out. Because I could see him pleading out, being like, I can't get a fair trial in Romania, yada, 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 and, like, doing it that way.
There's no way. I refuse to believe he would ever accept something like that.
Bet you $50 that he'll plead out. Even odds.
Okay, well, give me the terms of the plea that you think he would take.
That he will not go to trial. That there won't be, like, I don't even know how they do it in Romania, but that at the end of the day, he will agree to a deal, and there will not be like a jury that walks in the room and is like, "We found you guilty."
I don't think there even is a jury.
They don't do jury trials. It's by 3 judges. Yeah,
judges. It's 3 judges. Who
do they even have? Do they have plea deals in Romania? They must.
They do. Every country's got plea deals. But the question is, like, what are the terms you think he would accept in terms of prison sentence? It would make Romania a fucking joke if this dude really is guilty of sex trafficking and they didn't put him in jail at all. Especially with Yeah, they've been trying to change their image in regards to sex trafficking in general. So it would look really stupid if they gave him a plea deal where he didn't spend time in jail.
No, I think he will spend time in jail. But okay. I think like it's like if they scare him to thinking you go to trial, we're going to give you 50 years, or you can take 10 now. What's it going to be? I feel like then he might be like, I have to do it. There's no other option. I'm going to lose because they had me dead to rights because I'm a moron and I tried to bribe people from the prison cell phone. And that, like, here's the thing. In a lot of countries, United States as well, there's so much, I don't know shit about Romanian stuff, so I'm just going to use US. But like, when you're in getting charged with a crime in the US, the amount of discretion that a prosecutor has sometimes can be crazy, especially for federal crimes. Like, hey, you scammed the grandmother for $50, but it was over the phone. That's wire fraud. That's 15 years that I can seek, up to 30 if it was, it's like, holy shit, what? So I feel like if they have him dead to rights on just one of these small things, like let's say they have him dead to rights, like everyone would agree on the phone call, like trying to bribe someone or someone. Like that might be alone. Like, hey, that's a 20-year thing, and you can't. It doesn't matter if you're innocent on everything else. We're gonna get you just on that for 20 years. Like that's a compelling thing to be like, I actually have to take a 10-year thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I wonder if him as an individual would be open to that. I think there's just certain personalities who would not accept a plea. I don't know. To me, he strikes me as one of those types. I don't think he'd be willing to compromise on that one. Because I think it would, one, affect his business. I think it would affect his image. And I don't know. To me, in terms of ego, in terms of the mistakes made, I don't know if he would be willing to take a deal on that kind of.
Yeah.
I just don't. But then again, that's just me speaking out of my eyes, so I could be wrong about that. I just don't think he would take a plea deal.
The funny thing about Tate is it felt like a lot of the shit that got him into trouble is like he just didn't understand the law. He's like, it's not sex trafficking. I'm just like convincing girls to come over here on like by saying I'm going to be their husband. And it's like, okay, well, I think that's so much shit. It's like he just hasn't read the law. He thinks like sex trafficking is like out of Taken, where you're like, nabbing people in a car outside of the airport.
No, I think he knows his legal. He just didn't think anybody would catch him or care that much because it's Romania.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't like. There's a lot of other guys doing similar things in Romania
that have already been arrested and busted for it, even using
some haven't. Some haven't. Like it has a huge issue with sex trafficking over there. Webcam business, like a lot of I think it's probably the largest market in the world for webcamming, and you have to imagine there's probably a lot of sex trafficking that's happening throughout that country. So he probably he's intimated the fact that he has a lot of ties to the mafia or knows people who do similar lines of work, and so he's just. He just didn't think he would be the one to be punished for it, if that makes sense. Because he talks about it too. He talks about this service or a website where certain traffickers or certain dudes who are pimps paid the guy who ran the website to be able to get their girls at the top. So obviously he knew a lot of people who were competing in his market, and he probably didn't think he would be the one. I
don't know. Maybe I'm giving him too much credibility. So. In my mind, I could see how someone would think it's not a crime to literally trick someone. Like if I trick you to like come to a country and it's like, oh, well, I don't want to be your husband. I just want you to go like do porn for me, but I'm not physically keeping you. You can leave if you want, I guess. Like, I feel like he could justify saying that that's not like a crime in his head. And then as far as like calling himself a pimp and saying, oh yeah, I'm on these pimp forums, like I wonder if he just did that to try and like make himself feel cool. Do you think he actually believed in his mind, like, I am a sex trafficker? Yes, I am. Like infrared going, I am a Mongol. Like, is he? I mean,
he literally had his Hustlers University course was literally that, like teaching people how to be a pimp.
Yeah, but is it like a pimp?
It is a pimp. It's how to get girls to work as a webcam business for you. Like he talks about, like once you've got a few girls starting, you're printing money, but you got to keep them loyal to you. Blah blah blah. All the terminology and shit they use.
Does he ever like you have to lock the doors at night and not let them leave, and if they ask, like you punch them? Like I feel like
no,
that's,
but that's not how pimping works. Nobody does that. That's not how pimping works for these types of girls, right? You're not actually like physically restraining them anywhere. You're just like making them dependent on you in other ways so that they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I've never hit Melina, but you better believe she doesn't know where her passport is,
Stop. Like, you say shit like this and you get yourself... He's joking. Melina has her passport and can leave anytime she wants to, as soon as Steven gives her the combination to the safe. No problem. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think people's image of sex trafficking is just distinctly different than what pimping is and what he was doing. And so I don't think I probably would side with Dan that he may not have really believed he would be considered a sex trafficker. So yeah, I probably agree with Dan on that one. I don't think most people know what sex trafficking is, much less pimps. I don't think pimps know what sex trafficking is, or at least their idea of sex trafficking isn't accurate or doesn't include every different type of sex trafficking possible.
I don't know, man.
Before this case, I didn't even know it was considered sex trafficking. You would have told me. I always knew it was unethical and was extremely wrong and manipulative to do, but I didn't know it was illegal.
I thought sex trafficking was literally the Taken shit. You know, that's what I thought it was.
Absolutely.
Like, in girls, like, in black vans getting smuggled out of Russia into, like, France, and they can't leave the house or they get the shit. Like, that's what I thought sex trafficking was. And I think that's what most people think it is, right?
True.
So when you say that he's doing that, people are naturally like, what? There's no way he's doing that. But that's just because they don't understand, I think, you know, what it actually is, I guess. You know, and that's the problem. I think that's like the huge disconnect with a lot of this shit.
I'm inclined to agree with everything you just said right there. I think me and Dan are on the same boat.
Well, great minds think alike, you know.
Absolutely. Destiny is just so uncharitable and wants to believe this guy's a sex trafficker.
True.
So
I'm just so biased
he can't
against
even see his side. He won't even like make an effort to see his side. That's the wild part, bro. Yeah, like, you know, the guy's a bullshitter. Everyone knows that. He's out there like saying like he's a trillionaire. Obviously, this guy's full of shit. Destiny thinks this guy's going to bed like, oh, I'm a sex trafficker. I trafficked so many girls today. Obviously, it wasn't the case.
And it's so crazy how uncharitable Destiny's being, considering like he just spent a whole stream yesterday discussing how like uncharitable Brittany was being. I was just like,
you know, how about? I'm glad you brought that up. What are your takes on that whole situation? Because it seems wild, you know. And I'm like, you've been there.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.